Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Before we dive into the details, I want to talk a little bit more about Amazon in general and show you what they're all about and that they're much more than just the marketplace that we know them for. It doesn't matter if we start with the old news, like that they spend $800 million for a 24-hour delivery service, or the purchase of the doorbell Ring for $1 billion, or even the buying of a movie theater company or the addition of an airport. If we come to more recent news, Amazon begins with the rollout of the Pay by Palm option at several Whole Foods across the nation, or Amazon launching their own food brand. And of course, they're also taking over the NFL Thursday night package starting in 2022. Amazon is always on the move, and one has to understand why Amazon has such a high penetration effect. One reason for sure is that they're always in the news and they're always coming up with new ideas. And of course, it helps if you have celebrities like Mark Wahlberg, Kristen Bell, or Zach Brown promote Amazon on a regular basis. Quickly, an ecosystem was developed which really has a high penetration effect regardless of which field you operate in. It doesn't matter if it's an agency, a broker, advisors, suppliers, you name it. There's a tool for everything, and everything is made easy, especially if you want to bring a new product into the market. There are so many tools for everything, and everything can be handled for you if you prefer that option. It's important to understand though what makes Amazon so special. Here are a few excerpts of the last topics, regardless if it's advertising or something else. Amazon is improving their reporting levels. Amazon's changing the attribution of the sales. And of course, they let everybody know about their procedures, regardless if it's in Seller Central, Vendor Central, or in the FAQ section. One has to understand that Amazon's always on the move. They're always improving, they're always changing, they're always correcting, and they are always expanding. This is what separates them from the rest and what makes them so special. But on the other hand, that also means that you just can't sit back and relax and take it easy. You have to be constantly aware of all the changes that are happening around you. Amazon often gets compared to this fried egg, and of course it's essential to understand how this whole system is working. We're starting off with the customer experience that will generate traffic. This traffic will attract more sellers, which will lead to a bigger selection variety, a higher customer satisfaction, and more traffic. Some people believe that this will lower the cost structure and will lead to lower prices. But of course that's not the truth. I've never heard of any seller who would lower the price just because they have more customers. All that it means is that they will generate more income. The real benefit for the system is completely different. There are no brands and there are no margins, and that's the real success of Amazon. If they could increase their profits by a couple of cents for each product, they would absolutely do that and adjust their pricing accordingly. It doesn't stop with the news though, as Amazon is always evolving and constantly developing new ideas. Amazon is able to get in the trunks of cars now, as they are closely working together with car makers such as BMW, Volvo, or Tesla. Another example of Amazon always evolving is the purchase of the startup company Ring for $1 billion, as I've mentioned before. This system enables customers to see exactly what's going on outside their home through an app on their phone, and they get notified that the package was safely delivered and where exactly it was placed. The depth of penetration of Amazon and Alexa inside of our homes is quite fascinating and very important to understand. Alexa can almost be incorporated into every aspect of our home. It doesn't matter if we want to turn on and off the lights, close the shades, open them, or even set the right temperature regardless of where they are or not. Voice assistants are one of the many possibilities one can use. The thermostat on the bottom right-hand corner is another option. And one has to keep in mind that Amazon is always progressing. Amazon builds its own TV with the support from Alexa. The Echo frames can now come with sunglass or blue light filtering lenses. Amazon is spending big to take on UPS and FedEx. And Amazon's blended reality mirror shows you wearing virtual clothes in a virtual locale. And this is where the Amazon power is coming from. Does Amazon make mistakes? They certainly do. But they deal with them on a completely different basis than most other companies because they have a different goal in mind. Everybody probably still remembers the old Amazon Fire Phone, which was supposed to change the whole shopping experience. Unfortunately, the Fire Phone failed, but the failure of the Amazon Fire Phone was the basis of all success for all future Kindles and all other Amazon devices which have a screen. The Echo Look and the Echo Button were next, but they also really never took off. But of course, they are the basis of all current robots and all communication system which Amazon brings to the market. They don't have to try to figure it out in secrecy anymore, but they can actually use real robots. And this is not only important on the technical side, but it also gives them the possibility to test different products in different markets and even test different delivery methods. If you look at it from historical development, you'll be able to come up with a completely different picture. It's important to keep in mind though how Amazon got to where they're now. They provided a huge shelf for everybody to sell their books on. They grew out of that fairly quickly though and became a platform, with the provider's goal in mind to have ultimate control of the end customer. And they do have that. They were able to establish rules quite fast, and those who don't follow the rules or get caught cheating, they can either be penalized or even expelled. But it's important to keep in mind that we're talking about platform structures here, since Amazon is also offering products like Amazon Basics, Amazon Essentials, and others. That means we have a whole ecosystem that Amazon has been pushing for a while. In the upcoming videos, we'll be mainly concentrating on the marketplace though. When you take a closer look though, you realize that Amazon is already involved in many of them, and that they're much more than just the marketplace. Amazon Web Services come into mind, and their significance in today's world is growing. NASA and Netflix are customers, just to name a few. Going forward, this could possibly mean that Amazon provides a data structure for everything else, and that they lay the groundwork, for example, for energy supply and communication to which everybody would have access to. Overall, one has to understand that Amazon does not only mean low prices and fast, but that it's way more than that, and it's much more than just the marketplace that most of us use. Amazon is a really future-oriented company. They have a long-term vision, and that's something to keep in mind when you continue to watch our videos. That nothing is really done for the short term, but that the long-term vision is so important. Our recommendations are going to be well thought out in order to give you guys some helpful tips and hints. And please let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. Just drop me a comment below and I'll answer anything that you might have. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.